Oh my gosh, I literally almost burned myself. You look like an alien a bit. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. And if you're not, welcome back. If you are new here, be sure to click the subscribe button so you guys can keep up with all the content that I post. But today I'm going to be doing a 10-minute bouncy / beachy hair type tutorial. You guys can kind of see right here what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you guys how I achieve this bouncy hair look in about 10 minutes. It takes barely any effort. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, keep watching. So I just washed my hair and I let it dry for a little bit. This is my natural hair after washing it and not putting anything on it. I didn't even brush it yet either. This is just what it looks like. Pretty wavy, not gonna lie. And it's pretty much all dry, but there is a little bit of just like wet pieces on the bottom.
So I'm gonna go over it with my Revlon brush.
Just so I can dry it a little more. And also regardless, before curling my hair, I do like to just like go over it with a blow dryer or a straightener really quick just to smooth it out a bit. So the curls just look a little better. I feel like when I don't do that, my curls look a little messy. So I just like to go over it with a blow dryer or something. So I'm gonna do that right now. However, before we put any heat on our hair, I'm gonna be using my It's a 10 leave-in treatment. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll put like a little picture right here of it. And I just like to spray a little bit. And also, I always use my heat protectant. I just use the Tresemme one. I put like a lot of this on. Make sure you guys get your heat protectant on the ends of your hair too. Now just brush the product through. I'm using my paddle wet brush. I like to section off my hair when I do this. I just feel like it comes out more neat when I do this. So I'm just going to separate it into, do the bottom half first and then the top.
We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing.
So honestly, that part was super quick. As you can see, I just went through it a little so it can get a little more straight from what it was. So now it comes time for actually curling our hair. And guys, whenever I curl my hair, I always use my Beach Waver S1. It's just a 1-inch curling iron and it does everything by itself. So you know, I love that. So of course I'm gonna section off my hair first and I'll be right back. So in order to make this hairstyle both beachy and bouncy at the same time, we kind of have to section our hair in a way where we can get more curls. Okay, so when it comes to sectioning your hair, you don't want to grab pieces that are too big and you don't want to grab pieces that are too small. If you grab a piece like this big when you're curling your hair, it's most likely going to fall and your curls will not last. If you grab it too small, it's going to give Shirley Temple. It's going to give Shirley Temple. So I like to just grab kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it, this much hair when I'm doing it. So I turn on my curling iron and you can set your degrees to however much you want. I think it goes up to 450. Just kidding, I totally lied. This one only goes up to 350.
Liar!
So this is how this works. So how I like to curl my hair, I'll just show you an example. Always curl away from your face. That's what gives it the like bouncy look. It's because it's kind of like pushed away from your face and you see the curls like more for what they are rather if they're just like towards you. I don't know if that made sense, but
it made no sense, yeah. It made no sense, it made no sense, goddamn, made no sense.
So you grab a piece this much and leave a little space at the bottom and then just turn the knob on. Guys, this is amazing. It literally does it by itself. And then push it down and then curl it a little more. Leave it for like 3 seconds and then just let it go. And I know it looks really curly right now, but trust the process. So I'm gonna do one more just to show you guys. Grab like this much, get on the bottom, press the button. Oh my gosh, that is literally amazing. Push it down. Curl a little more. And just keep doing that. You don't want to keep it on for too long because one, heat is really bad for your hair if you just leave it in your hair. And two, you don't want your curls to be way too tight because then that's going to be kind of hard to brush out. So let's just do that again. And do you see how fast this process is going, guys? Like, I'm not really spending much time trying to curl it. It's just doing it by itself. Also, guys, just a tip, I like to hairspray as I go so that it just helps the curl stay a little longer. Do not brush anything out yet, just hairspray it. Oh, I totally missed a piece. Bruh. Okay, so I know it's parted really crazy now, but now we're gonna do the top half. And what I like to do is section, so 2 sections on each side. And I feel like that's the most efficient way to get really bouncy curls because you're just taking more sections out, so naturally you're just gonna have more curls. Also, tip, if you want your curls to look a little more beachy rather than bouncy, this is what you can do. So leave a bit more space on the bottom, and when you recurl, keep like an inch or 2 out. And then when you want to unwind it, keep it really tight, like that. So that way your curl is a little more tighter, so when you brush it out, it's a little more beachy looking. I feel like a whole hairstylist right now. So obviously for a more bouncy look, you're not gonna do that little tight uncurling part. You're going to just let it drop kinda. So the curl is more of like circular, if that makes sense.
It make no sense,
So it looks a little wider than the other one. Okay, so like I said before, don't break the rules. Spray as you go.
Feels like I've been doing way too much, babe. Feels like I've been working through your stuff, babe. Over time, lately it's been getting kind of tough, babe. Feels like
So as you guys can see, that literally took less than 10 minutes to curl everything, but we're not done. Now normally, if you just want them really bouncy, you can just brush them out and hairspray, which I'll show at the end. But I have this one trick that I do that always helps. You're going to need 4 rollers for this. So how I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to recurl like my bangs part so that the hair is hot, if that makes sense. And the reason I do this is when your hair is a little bit hot inside one of these rollers, it helps it just like last longer. So I'm going to take it out. And right then and there, I'm going to get my roller and I'm going to try my best. There's no exact science for this, but I'm going to try my best to roll it in the way that it was curled. But again, if you don't do it perfect, it's not going to mess up your hair. So I just kind of do it like that. Again, this is completely optional, but I do recommend it. Oh my gosh, I literally almost burned myself. Okay, now once that's done, we're going to spray it. You look like an alien a bit, but trust the process. And if you want, go back and fix any pieces that you want to fix. I'm just going to fix this part right here because it's kind of annoying me. And I'm going to keep these in for about 10 to 15 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think it's been about 15 minutes, and before I take it out, I'm going to spray it one more time. Now we're going to spray it, of course. So this part is really important, guys. You're going to get up and you're going to, how am I going to show you? You're going to flip your hair over, get your spray and spray it. This is going to give you volume. Jeez, I look crazy. Then flip it back over. My hair is a little frizzy, so I'm just going to put some Olaplex oil. Just a little bit. Now for the best part, you're going to get your brush and don't brush too hard, but lightly brush through it. Like that. Spray that. And then a big tip that I have, guys, is lift parts of your hair and spray. And let it drop as it goes. This is going to give your hair more of that bigger type of voluminous look. Flip it back over again. And there we have it.
Feels like I've been doing way too much, babe. Feels like I've been walking through your stuff, babe. Over time, lately it's been getting.
So this is kind of the final product, guys. Super bouncy, but also not too like Shirley Temple-like. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, but I do have a code for beach waivers, so you guys do not have to pay full price for this curler. I'll put the code right on the screen, and it will also be linked in the description. This is literally my favorite curler ever. Be sure to use my code to get yours. Thank you guys so much for watching this little tutorial. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that like button. And I'll see you guys in my next video.